Oh my god. Njoh. Hello, good evening. Good evening, everybody. How are you? Oh my god, I'm panting for breath. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. How are you doing? Trying to share myself out. How is everybody doing? How are you guys enjoying? Hello, lovely Faith Ben. How are you? Good evening, good evening. I just walked up the staircase and don't mind. Hello, good to have you. Good evening, everyone. Please go ahead and share the video. Please go ahead and share. We're not going to stay here for too long, so let's quickly share and start and finish and go continue our day. Hi, Amelia Jones. Good evening. Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are enjoying your day, your Wednesday. Mariam Mamansari, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Please, please, please share, 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 share. Share, share, share. I'm also trying to share. Then we can quickly just do something and go away. Go prepare for tomorrow. How are you all doing? How is everyone? I'm still trying to share myself. I think I can. Mommy Love and Jennifer Collins. Mommy Love and Jennifer Collins. Jennifer Collins put to bed. We don't know when she put to bed, but the news broke today. And I don't think she put to bed today. She might have put to bed a while ago, but she brought out the news today, and already there's so much. Well, a lot of people have congratulated her and wrote so many good things, and so many people are happy for her. I am also genuinely happy for her. But the new turn of events is that Saga is being introduced into the birth of her child, and that again is still unfortunate because it should not be happening. It should just be. Anyways, let me quickly share myself and then we can fully go into it. Yeah, let me see. I want to share it to my own group. You guys, I have a group in case. Okay, I think I've shared it there. All right, let's start. Good evening again, everyone. Hope you're all fine. So, a very quick one. You guys know for some time now I haven't been coming live, like I haven't been showing my face. But I think I'll start again, like when I have some days off or something, then I have the time to do my makeup, do my hair, and all that stuff. But for now, I'm just on hustle mode, like hustle, work. So, yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, it's crazy. Yeah, okay. Some of these so-called social media, I'm reading a comment by Mariama. And the comments say, some of these so-called social media presenters are so pathetic. Why bring Saga into such blessing by God? Okay, that is a good question. And that is also one of the reasons I just wanted to do this very quick live video in darkness. Okay, so the lady broke the news today, and it was so heartwarming to see so many people celebrate her and rejoice with her. Let me quickly open this one and rejoice with her. And I also posted the pictures actually in the early hours of this morning when the news broke. So yeah, very, very good news. Very, very welcome news. Like someone who a lot of people have mugged previously. A lot of people that so many people were also worried about. Like, oh my God, we hope someday she can have her own baby. I've seen some videos she would do before. Like, I think like, yeah, let's just say about a year ago. She would be doing a video and people would call in and they'll tell her, don't worry, they'll pray for her, like, don't worry, one day you're going to carry your own baby. And she'll be like, amen, amen, you know. Hi, Osagi, welcome, good evening. So, and I would watch that, and of course, in my mind also, I'll be like, oh, I really do hope for her, you know. And then eventually today it happened. And so many people were happy for her, I believe. And then something happened. This evening, I saw Mommy Love doing a live video, like really, really upset and talking to Jennifer Collins, saying a lot of things. Like, yeah, you didn't get pregnant the normal way. It's not your egg. You spend so much money. You're saying what God doesn't do does not exist. But why don't you also tell people how the baby came about? It's not your husband's sperm, it's not your egg, and all of that. And I sat there like, is all of this necessary? Is all of this necessary today? That was the first question I asked myself. But you guys also know that when things happen on social media, most times they don't just happen out of the blues. Something always brings them up. You know, something always leads to those things happening. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So I kind of like, I've been following anyway. I followed the Jennifer Collins herself, and I saw a post that she put up earlier before Mommy Love's video. I'm just going to read the caption. The caption, a while ago she posted it. The caption says, Mumu Love swear for her only daughter she will never have children. My people, make una help me check on her if she's still alive or dead. Her address is so and so and so and so and so. And when I read that, you know, I think this was before Mommy Love went live. She posted this and I was like, why? What is wrong with these women? You understand? You just put to bed, even if you didn't put to bed today, maybe some days ago, maybe a week ago, but you posted it today and everyone is celebrating you. Why still choose today to put up such a post? Yes, people must have mocked you in the past, but God has done it for you. Why don't you just continue to dwell in that aura of joy and bliss and happiness? Why do you want to have to use your child now that you've brought, or that God has given you, you've brought a baby into the world? Why want to use that baby now as a pepper them item? Why? The Mommy Love you're referring to now with this caption, she has seen the news, I believe, before your post. People will reason on all the people who mugged you. If they see the news, this message should already ring in them. Guilty conscience should already worry them. You don't still have to come and spoil your own joy with your own hands. This is not the kind of post I was expecting her to put up. People are celebrating her. Is it like you want to add bitterness into your joy? I don't understand why people do certain things. Like, this is a moment, a period. It should be a moment and a period of joy for her. Anything that is going to be negative, she should not even be putting it up. Like, there are certain things you go through in life that they just wipe away so much. They wipe away your past. I would have expected that this child that God gave to this lady would wipe away all the pain of the past, all the people that mocked her. Even if presenters want to do videos and remind us of all the mockery, it shouldn't be you. You should just be there, like, dwelling in that joy. Why put up such a post? This is a post to start up something, you know that people are going to respond to this. And even the first word you used is mumu love. So what do you expect? Is it like you're not enjoying all the celebrations you're getting, that you still have to bring bitterness into it? The baby, the birth of your baby should be big enough for you to even forget. Fine, you might not entirely forget, but you should be grateful. You should be dwelling in gratitude. Your focus should be your child now, not a post like this, not a pepper them post like this. That child should wipe away all of this. And I actually, like, before she put up this post, the thing is, immaturity also plays a big role in a lot of things these women do on social media. Immaturity, because that same mommy love that you say mugged you, it's possible that if you hadn't put up this post, maybe she would even come out and even celebrate with you or thank God for you or whatsoever. Reconciliation can come about after the birth of your child, but you still continued in that path of saga. And I find that really, really unfortunate that Jennifer Collins put up this post. So she put out also the address of Mommy Love. And then she still put up another post, like very recently, I think about an hour ago. She put up a picture of a man and a woman. I don't know, let me see if I can show you guys. Here, this is what she wrote. She wrote, "This is another evil Esther Osaze Osifor in Germany, aka husband snatcher, who said over her dead body her children will never have children in life. She carried my name to different juju place, but you know what? Thank you, Master Jesus." Like, for me, this, I don't know which is more important for Jennifer Collins right now. The people who God has already shamed by himself, or you trying to still prove a point. The birth of your daughter already is a natural point prover. That one has already proven its own point. You don't still have to come and start playing God, or still come and you want to do pepper them. They are not blind. They are on social media. They have heard the news. They have seen these things. Let nature continue to take its course. Why do you still have to do all of this? Why? Why bring in negativity and bitterness into the joy that everyone is celebrating with you? Like I said, even if presenters want to use it to trend, they want to use it to also do saga. Like Rita did a video today and all of that. By all means, let presenters do their thing. But you should just be in that spirit of joyfulness and all of that. Like, I just find it unfortunate that Jennifer Collins is even doing this, like putting up all these posts. I find it childish. And then in response, Mommy Love also started to do that live video, and I'm like, Mommy Love, also, even if Jennifer Collins, she just put to bed, even if she's immature and not rational in the things she's putting up, you don't have to do what other people are doing. If other people want to act in a foolish manner, you don't also have to act foolish. You should also set yourself apart. Like, you should show maturity also, like, because it's, at the end of the day, it's what you do. I always say that it's what you do that people are going to look at, not, oh, what made me do it? Because now everyone is they are cutting out like the part of Mommy Love's video that she did, that she said, I think she said something like, you will never put to bed, you're a barren woman and all of that. She did that video a while ago. And now people are bringing that out. But they are not bringing out what Jennifer Collins did to Mommy Love to warrant that. So at the end of the day, you are responsible for the things that you do. Don't do the things that you cannot be proud of. Now, everyone is looking at Mommy Love as, oh my gosh, she's such a terrible woman. She's such a bad woman, wishing another woman eternal barrenness. But the woman apparently is not barren. You know, when a woman is barren, then she's not fruitful. But Jennifer Collins says she used to get pregnant, but she would have a miscarriage. That is not barren. Anything can cause a miscarriage. It could be fibroid. It could be just any situation medically that might not just allow the fertilized egg to stay permanently for 9 months, you know. So I don't think she's barren. But thank God for where she is now. But she should not also encourage that negativity back into her life. She should have just allowed the birth of her child to mark a new beginning for herself, to wipe away the past. Even if other people, like I said, even if other people switch on their live videos today to say, oh, all of una way say she no go born, God don't prove una wrong, it's fine, but not Jennifer Collins. She should just, like, I don't know why people make such mistakes. I really don't know. I don't know. Let it just wipe it off. Now, you want to make your baby now a saga baby. Because now Mommy Love is now threatening to come out on live video later to come and say all these things that actually that baby doesn't deserve. Why did you have to put up all these posts of calling people devil and all of that? You should enjoy, like, the kind of joy you should have that I would expect Jennifer Collins to have with her baby is the kind of joy that she would not even remember all those people. She would just be, I don't know. Like, let me just read comments before I round off. My God, I'm so used to talking without reading comments. Okay, I'm just going to read from this other phone. This one is not working out for me. So, I just hope that these people, they apply wisdom, like wisdom and maturity. It's not everything you fight with and fight for, and all those people who abuse people with children, and you want to fight someone, you're going to start calling their children and using barrenness and using, for example, the loss of a child to do saga. All those things are so sensitive. There are so many other ways to fight people. I don't like Hello, Nelly Black. Good evening. Okay, someone says social media presenters, some of them are so full of trouble. That's true. Ebony Pepperdem says, even in her mode of celebration, she's still bullying people, which is very bad. You guys, like I said, people didn't cut out the bad things that Jennifer Collins herself did and said before now. I watched some of her videos that I don't think she was going to be proud of, that I wasn't proud of watching those videos, the things that she said. But today she presented a she presented a video talking about all the things Mommy Love did to her and said to her, but she didn't mention most of the things that she did and said. So she presented like a one-sided part or how things went to favor her. But of course, I do understand that she's not going to say things that are going to implicate her. But actions call for reaction sometimes, but this should have been an opportunity to just put everything behind you. But still, you're still putting up captions that are going to attract negative attention to you. Who does that? Like, why? Osagie says, missed opportunity to turn a new leaf. For real. Like, this should just have been a fresh beginning, a new opportunity. Some people just baffle me. I don't know. Oh my God. Matilda says, most of these presenters don't have inner peace in their personal lives. It's terrible. It's terrible. Okay, Pretty says, stop supporting evil. They called her barren woman before she started insulting their children. Use your platform to promote love and always tell the truth. Like I said before, sis, it is wrong, entirely wrong, to use barrenness or the loss of a child or anything that is related to children, to use it to do saga. I have said it before, but it has come forward that Jennifer Collins was also already doing saga with other people's children, because they started to tell her that you are abusing other people's children because you don't have your own. Do you guys understand? It's wrong. Nobody is condoning anything here. Candy Heart says, Jennifer just nearly put to bed and she's preparing another saga. She should forget the past and move on. Like, would she even have time and energy for saga? to look after a child is a lot of work. That's the part I don't get. Look, I'm not condoning people using barrenness to saga her. It doesn't make sense. It's wrong because it's something that is very, very personal and sensitive. Very, very. So to use that, you're not God to even proclaim that someone will never carry a child. You are not God to do that. But you know how crazy people are when it's saga time. People say all sorts of things. People don't have boundaries. People don't tell themselves, oh my God, I shouldn't say this. This is where I draw the line. They don't do it. Saga, they just go all out and use everything within their means to fight you, which I don't condone. I don't support. But on the side of Jennifer also, let's also be honest. Let's also be honest. She also wasn't an angel. She wasn't an angel when it was saga time for her. Let us be honest. If her videos and those things she said also come out, you guys are also going to hear that, okay, she also wasn't all of that. So nobody is pure here and nobody is taking sides and nobody should take sides because all these people, anyone who goes into a saga, nobody is pure at the end of the day. Because when someone abuses your husband, you also abuse their husband. You're also part of it. You understand? You're also part of it. But for you to continue to encourage it after you have put to bed and then you're bringing forward captions, calling people devil, doing all of that when people are still celebrating you. So you're discrediting all the celebrations that are coming your way. You should actually let the whole social media space be saturated with celebrations of the birth of your child, not infusing negativity. You understand? Like, I don't get it. Don't mix things that don't matter, at least not today, that people are celebrating you. You understand? Okay. Ebony Pepperdam says she also bullied Monica Child by demanding for DNA too. Is that normal? Okay, so I don't know if they said she's part of the people who demanded for DNA. Like, it's mad. It's crazy. Okay, Kate almost says, Pretty Charity, no, I don't like Lovette, but Jennifer came for Lovette kids first, calling them obese. Okay, some people are saying that Jennifer started it. Okay. Matilda also says her newborn baby is supposed to bring joy, okay, and not start saga immediately. Can you imagine? Lillian says, Jennifer that was wishing her own blood sister's children death. That girl has no peace, okay? Happy says, Jennifer supposed to focus on herself and apologize to everyone she insulted for more children to come. And also, I'm not happy for Mommy Love to Saga and the new baby. They should learn. Yes, exactly. That's the whole point here. That's the whole point. For how long do people want to do saga on social media? They want to do it for the rest of their lives. At a point in time, opportunity presents itself to you to turn a new leaf and start a new life. That's the whole point here. You have put to bed, move on. Instead, you're bringing up the past. You're reminding people of the past. That shouldn't be the focus for you today. That is the entire point. And for Mommy Love also to want to join Jennifer and also follow her up the way she's full. Like I said already, if someone wants to be foolish, it's only when you're foolish that you're going to join them in their foolishness. Because their foolishness should not be your foolishness. You should be yourself. You should be yourself. She just put to bed. Do you understand? Like, Mommy Love is saying, oh, I'm going to come live now and play all of your stuff. And look, on the one hand, I understand her because she would also feel the need to defend herself because now people are watching where she said you will never put to bed or you will never have babies. But nobody is talking about, or much people are not talking about what Jennifer did. So I understand in a way that she feels like, look, I'm also going to play to you guys the things that Jennifer said. I do understand on the other hand, but please do it with measure. Do it with measure. You understand? Not do things that people will now blame you entirely at the end of the day in the name of I want to defend myself. You understand? Let us just apply wisdom. You know, like, oh my God, this saga, I don't know. I've asked this question before. Is saga food? Like, is saga food that people just cannot do without? Okay, Pretty Charity says demanding for DNA is a normal social media topic. All Benin presenter talk about. Really? She never insulted Monica's child. Instead, Monica called her barren woman too. But I saw today where Monica at least celebrated her. I think I saw a post that Monica put up. I don't know if that was sarcastic or she really, I think it was a real post that she really put up to celebrate her. And that is what it's all about. When you give birth to a child, it's a time for reconciliation, a time when your enemies even put aside their bitterness and embrace you and celebrate with you. But Jennifer Collins didn't even give her enemies the opportunity to reconcile. She didn't even give them the platform or the forum to put behind, you know, their woes against her. Rather, she opened up the can of worms to remind them to want to try to use her baby to pepper them. What is wrong is wrong. Do you guys understand? And this human being, well, I believe this person is a human being, that says demanding for DNA is a normal social media topic. Sis, if you think this is normal, then I would think that you are abnormal. If you think that demanding for DNA is supposed to be normal, and I don't think you're the only one who thinks so. I believe a few other people still think it's normal to demand for DNA, but that is why problems will never go away. Because if you're happy in your life, in your private life, I don't think running after another person's DNA is supposed to be your headache. Do you understand? And the people who just feel like, no, let us continue to ask for DNA, let us continue to do all this saga, they don't have anything good going on in their life, that they feel like they have to watch other people suffer and, you know, just suffer the pain of being ridiculed, being mocked. They feel entertained because they just need something to fill that emptiness, that space in their life. They don't have joy because demanding for someone's DNA is number one, it could be a way to mock them or to just, like I said, to poke them, you know, because at the end of the day, it's really not your business who the father or mother of the child is. It shouldn't really be your headache. So for me, it's just part of saga, but we shouldn't look at it as normal. It's just like you're saying, oh, if I do saga with you, I bring out the pictures of your children, then it's normal. No, we shouldn't normalize what is wrong. What is wrong is wrong. If you want to do saga with someone, face that person squarely. Don't bring people who have nothing to do with your saga. So the moment we start to normalize those wrong things, that means we are not normal. So sis, just wipe it off your head that it's normal. No, it's not. And you even saying it's normal social media topic all Benin presenters talk about. It's really denigrating for Benin presenters. This is what spoils the name of Benin presenters, because a lot of people look at Benin presenters now as noise makers because of this kind of saga that you guys do. It is wrong. Let us not continue to clap our hands and say, oh, it's normal, it's okay. No. People need to start to frown against certain things. You don't mock people with barrenness. When someone loses their child, no matter how much you people fight, don't remind them of the death of their child. There should be boundaries. That is the entire point here. Okay, Happy says she demanded DNA from Monica, but today Monica celebrated her today as good Christian. You see? That's just how and that's what I also said about reconciliation. That maybe Mommy Love could have, maybe she could have woken up tomorrow and just, oh, let me just celebrate this lady. But no, Madam Jennifer didn't even wait for that. She just went all out to start to post all these things like, come on. Like, is it like you just love strife? You just love the saga? I don't know. At the end of the day, Jennifer Collins also is not God. So you can't use your baby to do pepper them. Just continue to celebrate God. Thank God. Don't do pepper them. Just be grateful to God and forget all the people who mocked you. God has already shamed them naturally. He doesn't still need you to help them, push it in their faces. Don't use your baby to do pepper them. Don't do it. Just be grateful. That's all. Okay, Smith says, Pretty Charity, are you promoting love, madam? Okay, Gold Queen says, I send message Jennifer to move on, not bringing the past. Okay. And Amelia Jones says, anybody remember this their most recent saga? Let me see. The comment wants to disappear. Started after Lola posted Grace's daughter's photo, calling her a prostitute that provoked Mommy Love, and Jennifer took sides with Lola, and everything went out of control. The rest is history. Okay. And yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. Like, okay, Jennifer, I believe, also explained that part in her video, that Mommy Love did something. I think it was after Mommy Love's dad passed, or her mom passed, and then Jennifer Collins said, yeah, and then her mom just passed, or her dad just passed, and then she came out and she was doing a video, and I went on live video and said this, and I'm like, you already just killed yourself there. This is someone you know personally. You said you used to help her with YouTube, and then she's doing something wrong in your eye. The next thing you should do is go on live video to be calling her out. Who does that? Who does that? You understand? So that means you were openly taking sides, like this person said. You understand? So what do you expect? Of course, the person is also going to come back. And then Jennifer Collins was explaining, and after I did that video, I didn't even abuse her in that video. She, all of a sudden, she just came out and started coming for me. Of course, what do you expect her to do? When you come out for her on live video, you can't talk to her privately. This is someone you know. This is someone you people have talked privately. So why go and do live video on top of her head to call her out or to correct her or to tell her what she's doing is wrong or whatsoever? You don't have to take sides. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, all these people, nobody is pure. Nobody is an angel. You understand? They will only explain things to favor, themselves. But at the end of the day, if you really watch everything that has happened, you just know that, sis, you're also not pure. And the Lola also posting people's children's like pictures. It's just, but I'm actually happy that now a lot of people are frowning and a lot of people are very vocal about the use of people's children's pictures. Lola was really, really at the forefront of it. When she's in a battle with you, the next thing she wants to attack would be your children. Like, she was really, really doing it. But now it has really subsided. Even if she does it now, maybe she does it under fake accounts. But at least most presenters are not too bold to come out now and use people's children in their saga like before. And I also saw a recent video Lola did against, I think, talking to Njoh and what's her name? Perry Golding, saying people should leave children out of saga, really doing that motivational thingy. And I was looking at her and I'm like, sis, I hope for you that this marks the end of you demanding for a DNA. Because just a few weeks ago, you still did what you're now motivating and preaching against. The next time that she is going to come out and demand for a 14-year-old child's DNA, then she just spoiled everything she worked for. She just spoiled everything she preached against. We have seen it so many times on social media, but we do hope that that's going to be the last of it. Because you can't be preaching against what Njoh is doing and you are doing worse. You can't continue to do that on social media, just to continue to present yourself as, oh, I know better and all of that. If you're calling for change, you should be the change you're calling for. You understand? It should start with you. You can't be preaching to other people when you're doing worse. So we do hope that she's never ever going to come out to demand for a 14-year-old child's DNA. Okay, so let me see. And someone says Monica did well by posting the pictures. That is very good. Yes, that is very good. And that is very, very mature of her. And that is actually the way it's supposed to be. And Smith Lovely Princess says demanding for other people's children DNA is evil. Okay, Matilda says the people doing saga endlessly are not happy in their private lives. No, I cannot just expect them to have things that keep them busy. If you're just so busy in your life, you have so much that you're grateful for, so much that you're happy about. You're going about doing your thing. I don't think you're going to even look. I'm not sitting here playing holier than thou, saying, oh, stop saga is a sin, don't ever do saga. That's not what I'm preaching. And that is also just going to be, I don't know, ridiculous to just think saga is going to vanish. I will always say, look, if someone offends you and you feel the need to come out and respond, it's okay. You can do it. Just do it once, twice. Go back to your shell. Continue to do your thing. But the problem with how people do saga these days is they want to do it forever and ever. And that makes it so ridiculous. That is where the problem comes when you don't know when to stop. You want to do saga all year long. That is the problem. You understand? And I'm feeling like you're leaving everything that matters in your life to be concentrating on saga. Every other day you're on live video calling Ogun on people. Do you understand? So does it mean you really don't have joy in your own private life? Do you really have things you're doing that you'd have so much time and energy to be doing saga every single day? Gold Queen says Rita has mugged Sarah. Sarah was mocking Akia Queen unborn baby. All of the presenters have mocked each other, which is sick. And to be honest, we can't even change the world. Like I've really realized it that in this saga space, sometimes I don't even want to say if you can beat them, join them, because you necessarily don't have to join them. You might not be able to beat them, but you don't have to join them. Do you understand? But I have come to realize that you can't really change much. You can have some impact on, how people do things, but you can't really change. Who is mad is mad already. And these people are not kids. Kids, you can still train, you can still raise them, but these people are adults. Like they are in their 30s, 40s. You can't change them. Do you understand? So you just have to, you can do the little you can say or talk or whatsoever, but if people want to be mad, like I said, they will continue to be mad. Like, Monica says, blessing, they are all evil. Oh, Happy says, you can imagine, Mommy Love said, is DHL picking? No, that is not good. Look, and for me, I'm always careful to condemn what someone does, because I always say, before someone will say or do something must have led to it. But what is wrong also is wrong. Let us not use our own actions to spoil the good things that we've done or the right things that we've done. No child is a DHL child. It doesn't even matter how a child is brought into the world. What matters the most is she carried a child in her womb and she brought forth a child into the world. It is her child. We are not bothered. And I don't think it's Mommy Love's place to come and explain. I don't think anyone cares to listen. I do know or understand that some people might feel like, oh, let's just listen and hear how everything went down and use it to entertain ourselves. But it really doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change the fact that she is a mom now. So nobody should come and use any story to come and try to steal her joy or take away what God has already brought. And whatever Mommy Love might come forward with, if she doesn't have proof, you guys should just take it as it might just be another saga talk. You know, it might not even be true 100%. It might just be saga talk, unless she, like she said she has a voice recording of Jennifer. If she doesn't come forward with that voice that we hear Jennifer say it with her own mouth, then it might just be saga talk. But even if we hear Jennifer say it with her own mouth, it really doesn't matter. As long as she carried that child in her womb, at least we saw her stomach, and she gave birth to the child. It's her child, and that's what matters. And we give glory to God for that. And I don't think any child deserves to be called a DHL child. Whatever problem Mommy Love has with Jennifer should be between her and Jennifer, not bringing a newborn baby into it. And like I said, I still find it unfortunate that Jennifer also started to bring up the past. You know, all those captions, you know, they were just totally unnecessary. So she's the one introducing a new saga now after the birth of her child, which I find really, really uncalled for. Okay, Osage says, blessing, majority of these presenters are illiterate. You have to understand their mindset from that angle. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But at least sometimes, even if someone is illiterate, at least you mingle with people. Like, this is social media we're talking about. This is not just your village. At least you see the way a civilized world runs and how things are done. You can also learn. And most of these videos we do, sometimes we sound like, oh my God, why are people doing this and all of that? But people can also learn, even if they are not really literate. They can also, at least when they hear people talk about these issues, maybe they don't even know what they are doing is wrong. They can learn, they can tap from it and say, okay, so I didn't actually realize that it's wrong to bring people's pictures or people's children into saga the way Lolo used to do all these years. That, you know, I've heard so many people say, oh, she brought this person's child, that person's child, Precious Meg, 3-month-old baby, and Prophetess Grace, and Odia Okechu said the reason she did that audio for her was because she brought a German lady's daughter and said the father was sleeping with her, and Lola was doing all of that. But at least now we see that it has reduced. She doesn't do that as much as she used to at a point in time. There was a time she was really doing it openly on her page, you know, but she doesn't do it as much anymore. So change, there is still some change, there is still some impact, some influence that when presenters speak up against these things, we still have some benefit from it because people still learn, you understand? But it's just really terrible that the learning curve is very slow. Like, it just happens again and again and again. And sometimes I really get tired in the sense that these sagas, you're treating one saga, 10 other sagas are starting up somewhere else. You can't catch up. That is what I find a big challenge doing my videos, doing my analysis. Like, I can't catch up anymore. I can't, like, it's just too much. One, you're just finishing one, 5 other ones are just springing up somewhere else. How many can you treat? If you understand, like, let me quickly read comment. Happy says, even if you mock Jennifer, but if you rock powder today. Okay. Natete says, now tell me and I tell you. Okay. Ebony Pepper them says, blessing, written monetization is not back. Or go and check. Me myself, I reported the page. Okay. I saw that she was celebrating the monetization came back, so I just posted. Okay. Exactly. Monica says, requesting for DNA is not normal because you are not from the family. Fine, I agree with that. And even if you want to do saga or you just mention it once and you just move on, just, okay, maybe sometimes you are even sorry you even ever mentioned it. I understand, but not someone asking for it for 2 years. That one is sickness. You understand? Like, you can't be doing saga with someone and then every day you want to talk about that person, you're talking about DNA. Then you're sick. You understand? That is where the problem is. How people do saga is the problem, not the saga itself. Let me see. Okay, Pretty Charity says, why are you not talking about the way Kate is doing fetish things on social media? Why always Lolo? Okay, good. I don't know if you've seen my video, my video about Kate. Kate is actually one of the first people I saw do fetish things on social media. One of the first. Like, even if I saw before her, I don't think they were as extreme as her own, you know. And I did quite a severe video, well, yeah, severe to some people, on what she did, yes. And after Kate did her own, I thought I had seen it all. Monica did her own for Albert's child. Lolo did her own. Rita, I saw a video of Rita yesterday doing her own. So actually, Kate is not the only person. They all do it. You understand? And you know why Lolo's own is special? Because Lolo would come and preach against what Kate is doing, but she's doing the same thing. And that just boils down to hypocrisy. So it's not just about only focusing on Lolo. Look, if you want to do it, be proud of it. Kate does her own and doesn't even pretend or look down on other people who does it or say, oh, look at what you people are doing dirty or whatever. No, but that is what Rita did yesterday. She did a video saying, oh, all those people who do all those things on social media, that means, she said so many things. So we saw a video of her yesterday doing the exact same thing. That means everything she said against those people apply to her life. You understand? You can't be preaching against something that you are. So Lola would come out and preach that, oh, whoever is mixing juju with the Bible is wasting their time. Whoever is mixing juju with the Bible is this and that. But she is also mixing juju with the Bible. So her own case is even worse than Kate's case. Because Kate is going to just come and say, look, this is what I believe in. I carry Bible for one hand. I carry juju for the other hand. But Lola would come out and say, all I know is the Bible. All I know is Psalm 109. But at the end of the day, that is not all what she knows. You understand? Someone who really trusts and believes in the Bible is not going to believe in hanging things up and calling or evoking other people's children into items and food stuff. Do you understand the difference? Let me see. Okay, I think that was from Pretty Charity. So all we are just saying is people should just be honest. Don't be hypocritical. Like, don't preach against the things that you are. And it's also like this, share me, I share you. Rita did so many videos against it those days. She would use it to mock Sarah and Kate then. That, you know, they do share me, I share you. But today, she is also share. I see her share so many people who are doing videos against Kate. You know? So I'm like, you're just, you know, I can't sit here today now. I'm doing all these videos saying, don't bring children into your saga. And then tomorrow, I'm angry with someone. I'm going to bring a picture of their child. Aren't you going to also say, blessing, your head's not correct? You're also going to tell me that. Because you know that you've always advocated against it. So why are you doing it today? And that is exactly what Lolo always does. You understand? Just because that person is your enemy, you're going to advocate against it and paint that person black. But you will come out 2 days later and do exactly the same thing. So why are you deceiving your viewers? Why are you trying to scam them and present yourself that you are something that you are absolutely not? That is the problem, Pretty. I hope you understand. Okay. And or maybe this Guagua says, Narita can't be all of a problem. Now Rita get peace and I don't see peace again because of another person progress. I don't look. The thing is, the Rita also, if she also has peace, true inner peace, she wouldn't really be bothered about who is doing what on social media. She wouldn't be bothered about poking Felicia, putting up Felicia's picture on her page. I don't think she really has inner peace. If she really has inner peace, she would be focused on her own things, her own business, her own topics. But no, she would come and respond to everything. I don't think she has peace. If you want to talk about peace, let's just be honest. Do you understand? Okay. Still reading comments. Once I just read everything, we are going to close for today. Exactly. Okay, Ebony Pepper them says, na Jennifer first find mommy love trouble. Okay. Natete says, she give birth today. The next thing is saga. That is bad. Osage says, I hope Jennifer won't feel bad when people also demand DNA from her later. Okay, now... Okay, Happy says, to be frank, Jennifer Collins can find trouble for Africa. Okay. Wow. Tony Enie Obasoge says, they do saga because they think that's the only way to get viewers. Yes, I believe they think so. And I don't only think they think so, I think they see it happen. They see it happen. They have seen that, oh my God, when I'm just saying something normal, only 200 people are watching me. But when I'm doing saga, I get 1,000 people. They see it happen. So they are motivated and encouraged to do saga. Like I'm doing this live video now. I have 75 people watching. But imagine me just put a topic now and say, I want to saga someone. I would have hundreds of people here. And it's crazy, but if you want to let social media push you, you're going to lose yourself. You should be in control of your content. Your content shouldn't be pushing you around. Your content shouldn't be in control of you. Because at the end of the day, it's your name on the line. I always say so. And it really shows lack of content, lack of creativity. If you feel like, oh my God, I need to do saga for people to watch me. Like, this viewer of the thing we're talking about, you might not have 1,000 people watching you live. You might have only 10 people watching you live. But that video might even do better eventually. Maybe after a few weeks, the video might go viral. But that person who has who has 1,000 people watching them live, that video might not go anywhere. It might not change anybody's life. It's just saga. And all you have is those live viewers watching you. That's all that video does. And it spoils your name also because people are looking at you like, okay, this one is part of the problem. This one is part of the news and on social media. So it really doesn't also help your brand if you have any brand. Look at Naomi Plus Glam. We were sharing her yesterday. 1,500 people. She was only doing makeup. That is someone who knows what they are doing in their head. She knows what she's offering and she's sticking to it. But all these presenters, most of them, they have seen that, oh my God, if it's only cooking, I'm cooking. I'm not going to get 1,000 people. You understand? Because they just think it's going to happen overnight. You need to be consistent. Otherwise, you're never going to get it. So you're just going to be jumping from pillar to post. Today, motivate. Tomorrow, saga. You're not a motivational speaker. Rita is not a motivational speaker. If you're doing part-time motivation, that is not who a motivational speaker is. Google what it is to be a motivational speaker. That is who you are. It is not what you do. So most of these people who call themselves motivational speaker, they just do it every now and then. Okay, today we are going to motivate. Next tomorrow, if someone calls my name, I'm going to do saga with them. So you're not really a motivational speaker. It's just content for you. So let's stop confusing our viewers, jumping from frying pan to fire every day, doing every other thing. And it just shows you really don't even know who you are. You understand? So it's a pity that people think that way. But at the end of the day, it's your name you're rubbing in the mud. If you think you always have to do saga to get viewers, like, who even cares? Like, okay, fine. I know it might be important for people to have viewers watching them live. But if they are watching you live, let them be watching you do something good, something positive. Isn't that better than have 1 million people watch you and you're rubbishing yourself? It's like the other day, Sarah was naked inserting her finger into her VJ. She had over 10,000 people watching her. Where are those 10,000 people today? But her name is rubbed in the mud forever for doing what she did. But she doesn't have those 10,000 people anymore. Do you understand? So it really doesn't matter how many people are watching you live. It's what you give them that matters. It's what the mark you leave behind, the kind of name, how they still continue to see you after you switch off your live video. That is what matters. And that is what most of these presenters don't recognize or realize, unfortunately. Okay, please let us not demand for DNA. Please let us just leave that woman enjoy her baby, and let her also behave in such a way that she also needs to enjoy herself with her baby. Because you can't be calling for trouble and think that trouble is not going to come to you. You understand? It's what you attract that you receive. So if she's already putting up captions calling people devil, she's going to be receiving devil kind of attention, unfortunately. So she shouldn't also do it. You understand? We wouldn't even be doing all these videos if she hadn't, started all of that. And Mommy Love is also going along that route now. We don't know where this is going to end. You understand? I don't think that new baby deserves this. Mega says, but she should hide herself and newborn. Yes, I agree. Oh, come. Oh my God, you guys, that word, I won't tell you guys the platform I heard it first. I'll be like, what is okome? Okome. I just like the sound of it, but now I know. Okay, let me read comments. Happy midweek, Agnes. Hello. I'm free today. Today is my free day. So I'm just enjoying myself right now. No, you people should leave her, please. You people should leave her with the DNA thingy, please. You people should leave her. It's just wrong. What is wrong is wrong. And you guys, whenever you see something that is wrong on social media, frown against it. Even if they are doing that thing wrong against someone you hate, don't support it. Even if you don't want to openly frown against it, don't say anything. It's better you keep quiet than support evil. Do you understand? Like, for example, some people say, oh, you're my friend, so you don't expect me to come and be calling out my friend on social media. My friend is doing something that is wrong. You don't expect me to come on social media and be telling them, oh, you are doing wrong. Then don't support them either. It's better you don't support them. Just keep quiet. Caution them indoors. But the moment you come out and say, oh, because you're my friend, I'm going to support you, you're supporting evil. And one day that evil is also going to come back to you. That is just the way the world rotates. It's going to come right back at you. And if you want to cry out against it, everyone is going to remind you. And that is what happened to Rita. And that is what is still going to continue to happen, because she was crying the other day that Izzy Ogbede reminded her of what Sarah's very painful. My husband doesn't like it. But Rita continuously remind people that have reconciled. I heard her playing the video of, I think, Monica's doing saga with Precious Meg. She was playing that video on her live stream the other day, reminding them they have moved on. They have put their past behind them, put their, enmity behind them. They are friends now. They are cordial now. They respect each other now. But Rita will continue to bring forward the past. She continued to play Kate's video where Kate was doing saga with Monica. She is also reminding other people. But she is saying that, oh, I don't want people to remind me. But you are doing the same thing. That is the problem of social media. You're doing unto others what you cannot take. That is where the problem is. And what you give out is what you receive. What you do unto other people is what people are going to do to you. And when they do it to you, don't expect people to come back and defend you or fight for you. And don't you even say, oh, blessing, Didn't you see her do it to me? Yes, I saw her do it to you, but I also saw you do it to someone else first. So it's difficult for people to defend you because they know that you have done it so many times to other people. It's just like someone coming out now to abuse, for example, Lola's husband or Lola's children. Who is going to come out to defend Lola? Only her fans will fight for her. But many other presenters will know that, okay, this is Lola's trademark. When she fights you, she fights everything around you. And she's not even hiding that fact. You know, she has made it known. Look, I'm going to come for everything connected to you. So how many people will come out to say, I want to defend Lola when it happens to her? You understand? So what you give is what you take at the end of the day. So if you don't like someone to do something bad to you, you don't do it to other people. And you might think, oh, let me just do it today and I'll change. But social media never forgets. It's going to come back. People are going to bring it back up. Yeah, and that's another crazy thing. Like, in fact, I don't even want to talk about that one. Lawrence says, Blessing, you have not lived in Benin, so you cannot understand. I guess that is another thing. Like, maybe that's another thing. I think about it sometimes, and I consider it sometimes like, you know, some folks are just different in a different way. And you might just talk all the things you want to talk, but you will never understand, you know, why they do certain things certain ways, which is true, actually. Different strokes for different folks. Okay. Matilda says, Rita will laugh at single mother not knowing she's not even legally married to until she confessed yesterday. Okay. And that's another crazy thing on social media. Like, you are going to be doing saga with someone, abusing someone with something that is all over your body. Like, I have seen people who have husbands that are not the best looking men, but they are going to abuse other people's husbands of having big heads when you know that your own husband doesn't have the smallest head. That is one thing. And people should just continue to, or stop to confuse us and mislead us on social media. For example, if you're a care worker, don't tell us you're a nurse. I've said that before. Like me, I have also called people nurses on social media because they told me they are nurses. And now I know the difference. Now I've learned that, look, a care worker is different. A nurse is different. So if you're a nurse, just say, look, I'm a nurse. If you're a care worker, you're a care worker. If you're a mechanic, you're a mechanic. If you're an engineer, you're an engineer. If you are how do you say that? You're not married, please don't call someone your husband. Yeah? Just say he's my partner. It's better that way. A lot of Dutch people here also, they are not legally married, but they live together for 20 years. They have kids together, but you will never hear them say, that's my husband, that's my wife. They don't do that. They don't make that mistake. And I also remember personally when I was dating my husband, people used to tell me like, oh, where your husband? Because we were dating for so long, but we were not married. Oh, where is your husband? I'll correct them, my boyfriend. Because I don't want to claim what is not mine. Do you understand? I don't want to deceive people or mislead people into thinking I was married. I wasn't married and he wasn't married. And so why would you address someone as your husband? And there was a lady also, when I told her that thing, no, it was even a man. I told him, you know, and he was like, yeah, but he was together with his girlfriend then. We were in church. And I was like, yeah, the reason we say, we know that you people are not married, but the reason we are saying husband is out of respect, you know. They told me it's out of respect, you know, for him and for me. Like, okay, if they just say your boyfriend, it sounds somehow. I'm like, when you get engaged, the person is your fiancé. When you get married, he's your husband. When you're just dating, he's your boyfriend. So if you don't even want to say boyfriend out of, okay, he's the father of my kids, just say partner. Don't say husband. If they've not paid your dowry, you've not gone to court somewhere to sign papers, please don't call him your husband. Don't mislead people. Let us know what is what. You understand? And then the worst part of it is to use it to mock other people or to do saga with other people and call them single mother by stupidity and all of that. And you're not even fully married. You understand? Introduction is not married. If you've done only introduction, that is not married. That is not marriage. Yeah. And then people would say, okay, because I'm a presenter now, and because I already have kids with a man I've been living with for 20 years, then I have the right to now say people are single mothers by stupidity. But if you are married with someone, or rather living together with someone who is not even intending to marry you, then I don't know what is more stupid than that. You understand? So don't always do saga with what is wrong with you also. It's just hypocritical. Okay, let me just read comments. Oh my God, there are so many comments, and me, I'm just crazy. Like, I want to read all the comments before I close the live video. Okay, Lawrence says, blessing, there is a new Okpo on board, Mama Umenwa. Okay, I've seen that lady, and I really don't know. Like, and one of her first videos I watched was her doing saga with Kate, that Kate brought down her YouTube channel. I believe that's the same lady, right? And I was just looking at this young lady, like, you just came into social media and you came with saga. Social media is not looking good right now. You are coming in as a newcomer. Shouldn't you come with something better? Shouldn't you come with positive change? Don't you have anything better to offer than being a nuisance or being part of the problem that is already existing on social media? And of course, she has people now clapping for her, applauding her. But after the saga, what does she still have to offer? Who is she? What is her brand? What is her identity? People see her as a mess. Reasonably, people see her as a mess. Like, you can't tell me now, okay, this is what this woman has to offer. I don't know. Maybe she has a lot to offer. Maybe she's talented. We don't know, because she's not presenting that. What she's just presenting now is saga and nonsense. And that is how you introduce yourself to social media. That is quite shameful. I don't think she's below 30. She should be a woman of above 30. And all she can do is come and just yarn nonsense on social media. Like, don't people watch their videos and say, okay, I've done well today, let me watch myself, and just listen to the things that come out of their mouth? To be honest, I don't even watch her videos, because whatever is not even going to, like, I don't even know what to analyze in her video to start with, not to talk of to watch her video. And there are some people that I just watch, not just because I want to analyze them, but also what can I take out of, you know, what they are doing. And there are some people who have, look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. A presenter once sent me a message. And if the person is watching this video right now, that person might know that, okay, it's him or her I'm referring to. The person sent me a message, and the person wrote, hi, Blessing. Oh God, like, I can't even, Blessing. I'm new. I'm a new presenter. I'm doing, please be posting my video, or please be analyzing my video. I'm doing saga with Monica. That is what, no, not only Monica. The person mentioned two names, Monica and someone else. I'll check the message again. In my mind, I'm like, and that time, I think it was also the period when I was, you know, my analysis were not really falling in Monica's favor. That, when I just read that message, in my mind, I was like, are you for real? Are you for real? Like, you just want me to jump on your videos just because you're doing saga with Monica or someone else? That's why I should now start analyzing you. Oh, this one is also doing videos against Monica. If you have really something to offer, you're going to have a reason to do saga. You're not just going to be looking for people to carry your videos for you to gain viewers or be popular because you're doing saga. You know what? I'm like, if you're jobless, I'm sorry. Even if I'm analyzing, I analyze with sense. I analyze what matters. I don't just analyze because, oh, this one is doing saga, let me analyze. No. If there is nothing to bring out of your saga, if you're just doing saga for the sake of doing saga, I'm sorry, I'm not going to waste my analysis on you. You understand? And it's so unfortunate because a lot of new presenters now think in that direction. They go on live video. Oh my God, who? And I never believed this, you guys. Before, I would hear presenters say, any new come out today, now my matter, they go come abuse me so that they go monetize. I'll be like, that's not possible. I'll be like, no, it's not true. How can someone just create a page just because they want to do saga with you, or just because they want to use you to monetize? I was always doing videos about that. But it's so unfortunate that actually it is true. We have seen it over and over that it is actually true. There are some people who have nothing to offer. They just feel like, okay, people are making money on social media. I have a phone. I have Wi-Fi. Why can't I also tap into it? And people would have advised them that, na saga na in they sell. So, of course, they're going to look for, okay, who is the next target? Who is the one that is trending? Who is the one that people find interesting? That is the one they go for. And I was shocked to find out that it is actually happening. And if you're one of those people, go and rethink your life. And I think this Mama Umewe whatsoever, she is behaving now like maybe the reason she started doing videos, or the reason she came out is because of Kate or whatsoever. But that shouldn't be your identity. That is not what you should be reminded, or people should remember you for. You understand? So, let me see where I stopped though with the comments. Okay, Matilda says they have a very wrong mindset to think that saga is the only thing that will give them viewers. Naomi doesn't do saga, but she's having a lot of views. Happy says there is one presenter called Nurse Glory. She doesn't do saga. She only has hold, and her views always 2,000 to 3,000 views. Okay, Nurse Glory. Okay, I'm going to check her out. You guys, I think I think many of us, we should be doing that. Like, if we also want to be part of the positive change, we should also be the change we want to see. What I want to start doing now is, when I see people who don't do saga, who just do normal topics, I'm going to be sharing them. We should also promote and encourage those people who are not just messing up themselves on social media. Someone like Naomi, I am going to be sharing her. Someone like Edo Voice and Therapy, that lady, she has really pulled herself out of this mess, and she's really focusing on her therapy. I will try to be sharing her also. This Nurse Glory that you just mentioned, people like that just focus on their own self and the content that they are here on social media for. Even if 5 people are watching them, you guys should share those people. They are the positive, the positivity we need on social media. Even if only 10 people are watching them, it doesn't matter. Just share so that we can also have more positivity than all these things we are seeing around. Because I see when there is saga, so many people are sharing. You're sharing and sharing. And I'm not saying you shouldn't support who you're supporting, but also share positivity. It also helps. It also encourages good things. So if you want to see good things, share good things. Hello, Blessing Eniaro. And progress, Dominic says, Monica, a good person, she dey motivate her kind, her fellow woman, where they proud, say them no pay their bride price. Okay. Wait, what am I hearing? And look, the bride price of a thing, sometimes it's a thing of choice. Some people just, anyway, I don't know how it is, but I think an average African woman would want her bride price to be paid, especially when she's married to, or when she's going out with an African man. Even African women who are with European men or Caucasian men, they still want their men to just do that traditional right. You know, that is how we were raised. That is part of our culture, especially as Africans, we or Nigerians also. Yeah, it's just our pride. It's just so, but for some people, I can understand. I don't know, especially those people who were born here. I don't think Rita was born here, but I can imagine if you give birth to your daughter here, when your daughter grows up, she might not even feel anything for bride price. She might not even understand the essence of it. But for those of us born in Africa, who grew up in Africa, bride price is really, really essential. Like, before you can call yourself a married woman, you know that they've done that. You understand? If you are getting married to a Yoruba man, you know that the man and his family members, they've already gone to prostrate before your family. If you're getting married to an Igbo man, you know fully that you've knelt down in front of him and given him palm wine. Otherwise, you're not fully married. If you're getting married to an Hausa man, you know, there are all these tribes. They have their own, you know, elements that you know that, okay, I have done the full thing before I can call myself a married woman. If you've not done it, sis, you are, I don't know, I don't want to say single mom, because if you're single mom, then you don't have a man in your life. But if you have a man in your life, then he's just your partner. He's just your boyfriend, your whatsoever. I don't know. Okay. Gold Queen says, but it looks like it is Rita that wants to bring Jennifer out for saga, so she should wait for the saga. The thing is, Jennifer should not allow herself to be used as a tool for saga. Rita wants to use her, or Rita is using her to saga Mommy Love indirectly. Yeah, Rita was celebrating Jennifer Love, but the way she did it, it was also a way to indirectly saga Mommy Love, because of course she played Mommy Love's past video. So we understand all these tactics all these presenters are using, but Jennifer should be wise and know that, look, if you're not celebrating me, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. If you're not just talking about the positive side of me bringing forth a child, then no need, you know, because I don't need that right now in my life. I don't need it. You know, sometimes you also have to run away from evil. You also have to run away from what is going to steal your joy. You don't join them. You don't encourage them. So yeah, I think more work needs to be done by Jennifer also to really pull herself out of it. Let me see. Yes, Monica says, don't give what you hate to others. The thing is, when people do things to people, it is sweet, dear belly. You just be happy doing it. But the moment they do it to you, you can't take it. And that is really, really terrible. Don't do unto people what you cannot take. Like, I'm sitting down here analyzing people's videos. If someone should come out tomorrow and analyze my video, if I should cry out and say, oh my God, look at what, you people should just know that this blessing no get sense. That is just what it is. Because if you can do it unto others and you can go to bed at night and sleep, don't cry out. Don't embarrass yourself when they do it to you. And that is what Rita is doing. And that's terrible. Because when you do it, you're painting the other people black. And that is not good. Because that just means you're also not an honest person. You're not truthful. You're not straightforward. You're dubious. Because you are trying to deceive your followers into thinking the other person is the bad one. But you also are doing the things that that other person is doing. So if that other person is a bad person, you are also a terrible person because you've done exactly that thing before. You understand? So if I cannot take that someone is talking about, for example, what I'm doing, I should also not talk about what other people are doing. It's tit for tat. If you can't take it, don't do it. You understand? And if they do it to you, don't come out and play victim. Don't do it because it just shows that you're manipulative. you're not a good person. Stick to your content at the end of the day. If you don't want other people to analyze you, don't analyze people. It's as simple as that. Okay, Matilda says there is nothing like husband if you're not legally married. I agree with that. And yeah, like I said, the people saying husband, it might just be a way of, okay, just to add that little respect. But if the man doesn't show you respect by putting a ring on your finger, then he doesn't also deserve the respect of being called husband. If he wants to be called husband, he should do the husbandly role. He should go and do what it takes to be called husband. You understand? So yeah, it is what it is. Cheap popularity. Thank you so much. Yes, Joy Erola says, peak presenters that have something good to offer. Yes, I really am going to be looking out. Like the other lady, I saw a lady, I don't know where she's based, maybe in Italy or Germany. She sells African food. And I saw a video where she was promoting her African food stuff. And I just had to share. There are some things I just share. I feel like this lady is doing something. She's just doing her own business, selling her market. And she's selling it in such an intriguing way. You know, she's very funny in the way she's selling her. She was selling bushmeat, you know, and I actually ordered the bushmeat. I'm still waiting for it to arrive. Those are people who are just doing their thing on social media. Those are the kind of people. And I'm going to try to be sharing, you know, much of those things. You know, let's also promote good things. So yes, sis, I'm going to try. Oh my God. Amelia says, even commenters reach out to the new presenters to advise them on who to saga to become famous. Wow. Wow. Yeah, let us start sharing the positive one. Yes, let us really do it. The world is watching, okay? That was the comment from Sheila Berry. Yes, exactly. Shine Bella says, blessing Oyinbo people, don't they pay for woman head, not to talk of black man. Yes, absolutely. I know. I've seen people who will tell their Oyinbo husband, like, sorry, this is part of, you know, we have to do it the right way. I need to be recognized as a married woman from where I come from. They will travel down, you know, and do what they have to do. And even if they can't travel down, at least that part of you paying the bride price. But me, I'm always for, if you can travel, if you have documents to travel, please just go down and be there in person and do it. You know, even if it takes you 5 years to do it, or in 5 years' time, save up money and go and just do it. You know, if you can travel, you know, it's always better when you're there in person to do it. Matilda says, Lolo, Rita, Frank, Victor, Sarah, and Vera should leave social media and go and work on themselves. They don't get anything to offer, no content. Okay. Thank you, Amelia Jones. Okay, Larissa Lee says, Rita don't have words of her own. She rely on people's past videos to do saga. Okay. Yeah, I think I've read all the comments. Let me see this one. Oh my God. Let me read this one though. It's a long one. Sheila Berry says, seeing the way our social media cyberspace has transformed into something else, you'd think most people from Edo State are nuisances because of our loudness. What sort of motivation are these people giving the younger generation in the diaspora? Okay, Sheila Berry. These people are not motivators. They are not motivational speakers. They are not. I'm sorry to tell you that. I have seen some videos by BNB, and like the last 2 videos of her that I watched, I was really encouraged, you know, at least in a way, she's still somewhat different. We have to be honest. Let's give Caesar what is Caesar's. I don't know her past. I don't know the kind of videos she was doing 5-6 years ago. I don't know for how long she's been here, but at least the recent ones, I can actually sit down and watch her videos. You understand? So in a way, she's different, but someone like Rita now, she's no different from Vera. If you put Rita and Vera down, apart from, okay, maybe Rita can express herself differently, I don't see a difference in the way they present themselves on social media. I don't really see a difference in terms of content, in terms of the way they are in their nature. I don't see it. You understand? In terms of what they have to offer, I don't see a difference. Although Rita is going to say she's advanced, she's different, she's better than people, but I don't see any betterment. It's not about what you say. It's about what you show me. And from what you're showing, you know better than someone like Vera. Do you understand? Because your actions don't even show someone who is advanced. You want to say you're better than people who do certain things, but you're also doing the same things those people are doing, and you're dragging with those same people. So what makes you better? If someone like maybe Naomi plus Glam would come out and say, I'm better than so and so person, I might say, okay, in a way, because she just does her thing. She sticks to her guns. She does her content. I might say, okay, in a way, I understand. She's not dragging saga with anybody. But you can't be dragging saga with people and you are still claiming you are better than those same people you're dragging saga with. If you're better than them, you'd be dragging social media space with people who do better things, but you're not. See, so you're not better. You're the same, if not worse. The fact that you call yourself a motivational speaker doesn't make you one. Because I don't even know what you're motivating. If your life cannot motivate me, then I'm sorry, I don't care what you call yourself. If you call yourself a doctor and you can't treat someone's headache, then I'm sorry, remove that title doctor. If you call yourself a teacher and people don't learn anything from you, don't waste your time adding that title teacher. Just call yourself by your name. Do you understand? If you call yourself a pastor and you cannot forgive your neighbor, you cannot love, you cannot show love, sorry, just remove that pastor. Stop embarrassing titles. You understand? Stop confusing yourself. And that is what it's all about. People just like titles. They want to be called Mrs., for example, but they are not married. They want to be called wealthy, rich, high life, gallant, but they don't have a cent in their account. You understand? But they want to be associated with high class people, but they are not high class. They want to say they are classy, but they don't show class on social media. So it's just all about titles. Let me call myself this, but if you don't act it, you will not it. Sorry to disappoint you. So I always say, let's give honor to whom honor is due. If you set yourself apart, that is where true respect comes. That is where someone like me, like I don't get easily impressed. I always say that, like, you can act all you want, you can do all you want, say all you want. It's not easy to impress me. But the moment that you gain my respect is the moment you set yourself apart. You know, for example, Edo Voice of Truth and Therapy, or Edo Voice and Therapy, she can easily earn my respect because she has really set herself apart. She has told herself, I am done with this. I am going to focus on my talent. And she's sticking to it. She's going to earn respect 100%. Someone like Naomi, she's doing her thing. She's succeeding at what she does. She's going to earn respect. Someone like BNB, she's earning respect because she's just a woman of her word. Those are people that I can easily respect, not someone who is going to tell you today, I want to stop saga, and tomorrow they are doing saga again. I'm sorry, you can't, I don't know, but respect is not something you buy, it's something you deserve. If you don't earn it, you don't get it. Yes? So I think we are going to be coming to the end of this live video. It actually ended up longer than I planned. Yes, Pretty Sharon. Yeah, I think that's her name. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to post I think I was planning to do a TikTok video with that video she did. She was promoting her bushmeat, and you guys, I hardly ever buy bushmeat, but from her promotion she was like, bushmeat, why your tail big like this? Bushmeat, why you come big like? She was asking the bushmeat question. She wasn't doing saga. She was selling her market, hustling. That is what matters, not talking nonsense and bringing videos like, go work, go do something for real. If like, oh my god, I don't even want to talk. Do you understand? And that just pushed me. Like, I don't even know how or who shared that video, but it came across my path and I had to reshare. You understand? Those are the kind of people that most people should be watching. You understand? Not all these people who call themselves motivators, but at the end of the day, they don't motivate you. They just entertain you with saga. So Agnes says BNB is a good and superb motivational speaker. Okay. Okay, Sheila says it's been more like a vicious circle. You'd think, oh, this social media presenter is different. Before you know it, the presenter has transformed into shit. Yes, I do agree with that. Yes. Okay, Amelia says, I don't see any difference between Rita and Vera. The only difference is that Rita is very creative with the way she sagas. When she wants to say negative words, she switches on to Benin language. Yeah, so different to get her. Yeah, which is terrible. And like I always say, like, if you want to saga, just saga in English. Like, because the more you continue to do saga in Benin language, the more you continue to make people feel like, oh my god, these Benin people, they don't come again. You understand? Which is not fair, because I know so many other Benin people who are just so lucrative in their personal lives and businesses, and they are just doing their thing and working hard and hustling. You people are spoiling, these presenters are spoiling things for them. You understand? Because when they want to do bad things, they speak Benin. Look, if you're doing saga in Benin, even if you're speaking Benin and people don't understand what you're saying, they know it's saga you're doing. They know. So it doesn't really matter in which language. But for me, I think maybe the reason they speak Benin is so that they don't have problems with Facebook, so that Facebook doesn't maybe demonetize them. If they speak it in English, then people can report it or whatsoever. I think that's the reason they quickly switch to Benin language. But you guys are just spoiling it for Benin people. Like, it's really, really not fair. Okay. Lillian says, Monica has really been trying to set herself apart, all the social media madness, but they wouldn't let her be. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you just have to stick to your guns. Like, it's going to be difficult, especially in the beginning, but if you can really succeed in setting yourself apart, after about 6 months, you're going to realize, oh my god, I have so much peace. Like, oh my god, this madness. You're just going to be out of it, and you're going to look back. You're going to still be hearing all the noise and all the people doing crazy things, and you're just going to be like, thank god I left. Thank god. Like, the bliss you're going to feel. Do you understand? But you just have to be dedicated to your word. If you say, I'm no more doing it, mean it and go for it. Like, really, saga doesn't pay. You might think, oh, I'm doing saga, I have 1,000 people watching me. But for how long? That's the question. That means be ready to do saga for the rest of your life on social media. Because the moment you do something else, those 1,000 people are not watching you anymore. So what's the need? If they are not permanent, if those people watching you live are not permanent, what's the need? You understand? So it really doesn't pay. Saga doesn't pay. There are some people who they've made their platform now a saga platform. Like Enoge's platform is slowly transforming into a saga platform. Frank Victor, I haven't been watching much of his videos, but I know that like he really goes hard on people when he does videos. If you ask me now, what is Frank Victor's content, for example, I don't know. I know he analyzes and he does saga and all of that, but sometimes we have to bring something different and give people more or something else than just saga. You understand? Unless you just choose like, look, my content is saga and I'm ready to do it for the next 20, 30 years, then fine, you can just go ahead and do it. But if you feel like, no, I still want to create something else, I want to be a brand ambassador, I still want to be a motivator, I still want to be, something else, then please just do away with saga. Because it's just going to spoil things for you. Because at the end of the day, people will continue to bring up those ugly videos you've done in the past that you can never be proud of. Look at Sarah's videos that people are pulling out. I don't think she's proud of most of the things she said. And today, she's still saying things in her videos today that 5 years from now, people are still going to pull up that she's still going to be sorry about. You understand? And another thing I wanted to say is, okay, I'm not just going to say it in this video. Okay. But, I think let me just say this final one before I call it a day. Yes, so, what's her name? Sarah, she did a video, and in that video, she insulted Lolo, she insulted Rita, and she said things, and she apologized to them, but now she's insulting Kate and doing other things. Lolo also, like a lot of people do these things, and I just want to point it out, yeah? And some of you might also already know it, but let me just point it out for the record. Lola also, for example, there was a time she did a video and she demanded for Nosa Tango, Mama Star, right? She demanded for her DNA when she was still friends with Monica. And recently, I think a few months back, she apologized to Mama Star, right? She said she was sorry, that, oh my God, I'm ashamed to watch myself, to listen to myself, do that video. I'm so sorry and all of that. She apologized, which is a good thing. But she, in 2021, still did some videos demanding for another person's DNA. Then I would ask myself, that means you were really not sorry to Mama Star. Because the same thing you told Mama Star sorry for, you're doing it to someone else. That means you really are not sorry. Because when you're sorry that you did something, you're not going to do it again. It doesn't matter who you're doing it to. It doesn't mean, oh, I'm sorry to you, I'm never going to do it to you, but I'm going to do it to someone else. That means you were never sorry to the person you told sorry. That's the problem social media has today. If you tell me sorry for doing something to me, oh, forgive me, sorry, and then you go ahead and do it to someone else, that means you were never really sorry to me. I don't know if you guys get the trick here, if you really understand what I'm trying to say. Because when you say sorry, you're not just saying sorry to someone, you're saying sorry for something you did to someone. So you're saying sorry for an act that you committed or performed on someone. So if you're really sorry to that person, that means you're showing remorse. That means you're regretting ever doing that thing. Not only to that person, but the fact that you did that thing at all, you're sorry about it. So the moment you go and do that thing to another person, that means you were never sorry in the first place to the first person. So for Lola now, for example, to be demanding for another 14-year-old child's DNA means she was never sorry to Mama Star. Because she's doing exactly the same thing she did to that one to another person. So if you're really sorry for anything on social media, be sorry completely. It doesn't matter who you're doing it to. If I abuse your mom today and I tell you sorry, The moment I go and abuse another person's mom, just know that I was never sorry to you, because I just told you sorry so that me and you can be friends. So Sarah, for example, just told Rita and Lola sorry so that they can be cool, so that they can join forces to saga Kate. So she was not really sorry for the act, for the things she said. She just said sorry so that, okay, let's just forgive each other or pretend to forgive each other. But I will do the same thing I did to you. I will do it to Kate. I abused your children. I'm also going to abuse Kate's children. And the same Rita is sharing the videos in which Sarah is abusing Kate's children. Do you guys get the madness that I just feel like, what is wrong with all these people? Like, do they even use their brain when they are doing saga? Or they just park their brain somewhere? They just say, brain, go and sleep in that other room. I want to do saga. And then when they finish the saga, they put their brain back. Do you understand? Okay. I think it's a good time. Oh my God. It's a good time to say good night. Okay. Yes, okay, I do understand this one. Lillian says, it's not easy to keep quiet when mad people keep dragging you. Take, for example, the lies Lolo said about settlement with Monica. Monica's fans need her to debunk that lie. So you see, like I said, it's okay to respond to things sometimes. Yes, it's perfectly fine. Even the saga, I said it at the beginning of this video, even saga itself, sometimes it might really be necessary for you to do saga. Sometimes just do it once or twice, just rest. But the moment you make saga the center of attention of your page, that means you have a problem. But it's okay if Monica feels like, no, I have to talk about it. It's perfectly fine. Otherwise, people are just going to run off with Lola's story. And you don't want that. You have to do what you have to do to protect your name. Yes, you have to address it. Even international celebs, they address issues, but they don't dwell on issues. And that is the problem our social media presenters have. They are ready to do saga for the next 2 years on the same topic against the same person. That is the problem. You understand? So Lillian, the problem is not saga, it's how you do it. So yes, absolutely. If someone tells a lie about you, it's just like what happened with Edo Voice and Therapy. That video in which that lady from Spain said things about noni leaves and, oh, you're charging 800 euros. And what that lady did, the lady from Spain, she was actually not telling the truth, because Edo Voice was not selling her leaves for 800 euros. But the lady from Spain told people that Edo Voice is selling noni leaves, but it's not true. So it was necessary for Edo Voice to come out and address it. And another thing is, sometimes you have to put your mouth in something. You have to address something. Otherwise, people are going to take you as rubbish on social media. Sometimes you have to stand your ground and really draw the line and let other people know that don't mess with me and know who I am. So sometimes I'll feel like, okay, maybe Edo Voice shouldn't have done the first video, the way she did it. But on the other hand, I feel like she is really drawing her territory here, letting other people know that, look, don't play, don't mess with me. You understand? But if she had kept quiet, then maybe another presenter will wake up tomorrow and they will call her name. Another Tom, Dick, and Harry, everybody will just feel like they can talk to her anyhow. But sometimes it's really necessary to really speak up, but do it once and rest. And that is where maturity comes in. And that is what she did. She did that video once, she did another one and explained to her viewers. And she moved on from there. You don't hear her anymore. That is maturity. But the moment you feel like, every day I have to come back, just like this Vera now. Oh my God. Can someone just give this lady a job? Something to keep her busy? Or send her an online course or a book to read? Just anything. Look, I understand you want to do content, but does it have to be the same topic every day? Like, we're talking about not a single girl here. We're talking about someone who has a man in her life. I don't know if they are married, but she has kids. Like, every day I just see the notification. Line Usumba, that's the topic. Enogie, Line Usumba, Enogie. I'm like, sis, do you guys understand? So that's the difference between someone just addressing a lie and someone who is just jobless and senseless. That's the difference. You understand? So Lillian, yes, I do understand and I do agree with that. Okay. Oh my God. Ogbovi said, Vera, read. Okay, even if not read, maybe something else, anything. Maybe teach her how to ride a bicycle. I don't know. Can she ride a bicycle? That is also good content. Like, oh my God, hello, my people. I think she starts her video like that. Vera, sis, just do a video someday and say, hello, my people. I don't know how to ride a bicycle, but today I'm going to learn. It's going to be fun. People are going to love to watch that. It's much better than, look, if you want to do a video on Dino Sumba and, it's okay to do it maybe 2 days, 3 days. Otherwise, your name is just, I don't know how, I know people are watching you and encouraging you. That is why you come back every day to do those videos. But they're not doing it because they love you. They are doing it because they hate the people you're doing videos against. So don't feel hyped up. Don't feel like, oh, I'm doing well. That's why they are here to clap for me. No, they are doing it for their own selfish interest, their own personal gain. The fact that they hate the people whose names you're writing. That's the reason they are there for you to watch you. So sis, do something that will really show you if they love you or not. Do something like, I want to learn how to ride a bicycle. I don't know anything. I don't know. Like, seriously. People look at that Vera and they're like, this lady, I don't know. I don't want to say things that, might sound insultive. But some people, sometimes you just need to advise yourself. Do you understand? You just need to advise yourself. Yes. Okay. So I think it's time for me to go. I want to thank everybody. It's always like hard to say goodbye, but if we start something, we should also know when to end. And I think it's a good time for me to end. And thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for your comments, your contributions, your likes. I still see the likes. Thank you all so much. Thank you all for those of you who shared. I'm going to check all the people who shared when I end the live stream. Yes, exactly. Okay. All right. So I'm going to come back live again. I don't know when, but what I want to do, like I said, is I want to be really, really encouraging those people who don't do saga. So if you guys see people who are just doing their thing, please drop me those names, drop me their page, send it to my inbox. Let me just share, talk about them also. Let us also saturate this social media space with good things. Not only all these people who have nothing else to do with their lives. Like, I can't even imagine how someone who says they have kids and they are married or have a man in the house, how they can come live 3 days or 3 times a day. Like, how do you manage? I wish I was able to do that. I don't know if I should wish for that, but like, just invest more time in what matters in your life. Do you understand? If you have something positive doing and you want to come live 3 days, at least you know that you're helping someone else's life. But you can't be coming live 3 times a day just to do saga. You understand? Just to embarrass yourself, just to waste data, and people say, oh, they are in Europe, they have free Wi-Fi. I don't know who has free Wi-Fi here. We pay for Wi-Fi. Like, most people I know, they pay for their internet. You understand? It's not free. It might be cheaper compared to some other places, but it's not free. Understand? So if you don't have anything better you're doing with your internet, just switch it off. Like, don't pay for it. It's a waste of money. Okay. So thank you all. Hello, Blessing, NRA again. You're still here. Williams, Otare, Joy. Okay. All right. I have to go. I'm going to come back live again another time. I don't know when, but hopefully very soon this week sometime. Okay, thank you. See you again. And Mommy Love and Jennifer, you guys should chill. Take a chill pill. I know we digressed a bit, but it's all good. I hope the message is clear. Thank you all. Thank you for the thumbs up and the love.